See the next problem. Using Thevenin's theorem, find the voltage across RL. See the circuit, it has 3 loops. Using Thevenin's theorem, find the voltage across RL. RL is marked in the diagram. See, RL is at the rightmost end resistor, and the polarity of RL is also marked. So default convention, upper terminal of RL is positive, lower terminal of RL is negative. So I am taking that terminal as AB. So AB across AB only you connect that RL, right? So AB is the terminals across which your RL is connected. See the diagram carefully. It has 3 voltage sources and close to 4 resistors you have. 3 sources and 4 resistors you have. So what is the first step in Thevenin's theorem? What is the first step in Thevenin's theorem? What will we do?
Remove the component across
Remove the component
What component you have to remove here?
RL.
RL.
RL. And what else you have to do?
Replace the voltage source by short circuit and
Yes. We have to deactivate all our sources. Replace the voltage source by short circuit and replace the current source by open circuit. Please do that. Please do that. See, I have drawn the diagram replacing the voltage source by short and current source by open. And I have also removed my RL. This is my one voltage source. It is shorted. One more voltage source. It is shorted. And current source, you see, I have opened it up. And you have to find RTH seeing through your removed component. You have to look through the removed component and find your RTH. If an voltage source is there at the removed component, I have assumed the current direction like this. So if an voltage source is there, assume it is there, then a current will come here and it is going to split into 2. So splitting not a parallel, but in the other branch, you see the same current is flowing through 10 and 10. So now I have given a clue for you to find RTH.
So RTS 10 ohms.
Can you say how you get 10 ohms?
10 and 10 are in series.
Okay.
So total is 20. So 20 and 20
Okay.
are in parallel to each other. So 1 by 20
Yes.
plus 1 by 20.
Good,
1 by 10.
good. Yes, 20 parallel 20 is 10, half of it. You are able to understand how to find RTH. See, it is just how you look at the network. Anybody is having doubt how to find RTH? It is very simple here. See here, 10 ohm plus 10 ohm in series, same current is flowing. So resistance in series, and here current is splitting. So this branch and this branch are in parallel. So 10 plus 10 parallel 20, it is 20 parallel 20, it is going to be 10 ohm. And this open circuit is not going to have any effect on your RTH computation. You can even remove this and find RTH if you find this open circuit disturbing to you. I don't like this wires hanging. So if you don't like 2 wires hanging representing an OC, you can very well remove them. When you remove them, then the picture becomes very clear. 10 and 10 will be in series and 20 is parallel to both the combination of 10 and 10 series. Everybody getting 10 ohms as RTH? Anybody is feeling difficulty? Please let me know immediately. We are seeing the second problem in Thevenin's theorem. See the direction on the mark. You need not mark all these directions. This direction is marked to show you that how to find the resistance in series and parallel. Even if you mark it in pencil, it's not nothing wrong, but not necessary, I'm saying. Okay. One question I want to ask you. So here I am measuring RTH from this point, correct? So I can say 10 and 10 are in parallel. Series, that is in parallel to 20. Assume I am measuring RTH across this point. For example, not in this column. For example, if I measure RTH across this point, how will the resistance be? Will they again be the same?
No, sir.
Assume I'm measuring RTH across this point. How will the RTH? How will you compute RTH in that case?
10 ohms and 20 ohms will be in series,
Series.
and another 10 ohms will be in parallel.
Very good. Yes, when you measure RTH across this terminal, these two will be in series and this will be separately, and the combination of 10 and 20 in series will be parallel to this 10. So it will be 30 parallel to 10, or it will be, I think, 30 parallel to 300, 300 by 40. So it will be 30 by 4 ohms. So the point where you measure RTH will determine the value. You cannot say in any circuit, wherever I measure, the RTH will be same. No. So here I'm measuring RTH across the removed component on the rightmost end. So my RTH value will be like 10, and these two 10 and 10 will be in series parallel to 20. So if I measure across the RTH across this component, then this 10 and 10 will never be in series. This 10 and 20 will be in series. It will be in parallel with this 10. Okay, that's why I said whenever you find RTH, you visualize the resistance and see whether they are in series or parallel. அதுக்கு தான் these current directions will help you a lot. Splitting means parallel, same means series. So that should help you. I hope I'm giving you additional tips to find RTH. So be clear on how to find RTH, and understand that RTH will not be same wherever you measure. It's going to be completely different for each and every case. Now, step one is found out. I have removed the load resistance. I have replaced the sources by the appropriate components, and I have found out RTH. RTH was found to be 10 ohms. Now I am going to add all my sources back. So see here, 50 ohms is back, 1.5 amperes is back, 10 volt is back. But still, I am not going to add this removed component. This side is open. So I want to measure voltage across RL, and you can see voltage will be in same in parallel. So voltage across 5 ohm will be equal to voltage across 20 ohm because they are in parallel. So if I find voltage across 20 ohm, that should be my VThevenin. Clear? See the diagram. After finding RTH, you have to find VTH, and VTH is found across the component where you removed the component. So I want to find VTH across A and B. Since 20 and 5 are in parallel, the voltage will be same. So finding VTH across 5 ohms is equivalently finding VTH across 20 ohm. Okay, so see the diagram. I am finding VTH across 20 ohms. So the circuit is drawn. Here also I am using nodal. See, I am comfortable with nodal, which does not mean that I am forcing you to use nodal. No. I am comfortable with nodal, so I have done the problem using nodal. I again repeat the same statement. You can do it using any method. So you can see a node there. I am assuming the current direction to be already 1.5 amperes current direction is given. You should not change that. Remaining two currents, I am assuming it as I1 and I2 flowing like this. See the diagram. I1 is flowing this way. I2 is flowing this way. And 1.5 is already flowing this way. So don't change it. So apply. So what are the incoming currents to this loop? To the node V. What are the incoming currents?
I1 and 1.5, sir.
Okay. What is going out?
I2, sir.
I2. So what should be the KCL equation? I1 equal to, I think I have written it wrongly. Yes, I think I made a mistake. So incoming current I1 plus 1.5 equal to I2. Yes, I made a mistake. So this 1.5 will come to this side. Okay, sorry, I made a mistake. So I1 plus 1.5 equal to I2. You please do it correctly and say me the answer for V. I1 plus 1.5 equal to I2. See, I1 is flowing between 50 and V. So I1 equal to 50 minus V by 10. This is your Ohm's law. I2 is flowing between V and 10. So I2 will be equal to 50 minus 10 by, very, very important thing. See, in this path, you have two resistance in series. So you have to add them 10 plus 20. Here, students will make mistake. They will write only 20 and leave it is wrong. So when you write the current equation on the path analyze பண்ணுங்க, and the current is going through what all components. How many resistance are there? One resistor means no issues. If you have two resistors, definitely they will be in series. You have to add the value of both. So at this point, students will make mistakes. So please, you be very careful while writing the series combination. And this 1.5 will come to this side. Okay. So please simplify this and say me the answers. What I have written is wrong. I have wrongly written 1.5 on the outgoing current side. Or is it outgoing in the question? Let me check the question. No, in question it is coming up. It is incoming only. So I have taken it wrongly. This one is wrong. You have to say me the answer now.
Sir, B is 51.25.
Sir, V 51.25, sir.
51.25 only.
Everyone getting 51.25?
Yes, sir.
So what I got is wrong. So it is 51.25. So see, I have made a mistake in writing the KCL equation, correct? So whatever I have assumed, everything will be wrong. So if you proceed with what value I have got, the final answer, see, I get 4.167, which is wrong. And இது அப்படியே நீங்க விட்டுட்டீங்கன்னா, you will assume that what you get is correct and you will proceed with the next step. That's why I say cross check. So do the same problem using any other method and cross check. So if I have done this problem using KCL and KVL, I would have not got this answer because I have made a mistake in the KCL loop. Okay, so that's why I'm saying please always cross check your answer. So this V value 51.25 volt and I want I2. So find I2. 51.25 minus 10 by 10 plus 20. This current will also be wrong. Find the current through the resistor, 20 ohms.
Sir, 1.375, sir.
So it is not 0.675. Also, it is 1.375 amperes. Please check everybody. 1.375 volt amperes. Yes. Now find VTH. VTH equal to voltage is current into resistance. VTH equal to I2 into R. So 1.375 into 20. So you get 27.5 voltage. That is your VTH. So see what I have got is wrong. So the one mistake what I did, it is reflecting in all the answers. So one mistake, instead of adding 1.5 this side, I added 1.5 here. So I got my V wrong. I got my I2 wrong. I got my VTH wrong. So in this problem, note this when you solve this problem again, my answer is wrong. So don't from this don't come to a conclusion that what you got is wrong, what I have got is wrong. So in the BW Unit 2 Part 1, page number 11, the value of V, I2 and VTH is wrong. These are the correct values. 51.25, 1.375 amperes and 27.5 volt. Now draw the equivalent circuit. See here, VTH, RTH, RL. I think RL is 20 ohms, right? RL is 5 ohms. So add RL here. Add RL here. And they have asked the question, find the voltage across 5 ohms. So use voltage division technique. So total applied voltage is 12.5 into that resistance by that resistance plus opposite resistance. Even you can apply KCL, Kirchhoff voltage law, find the current and do same answer you will get. Again, I say, which method you do, I leave it to you. In a current I want to find the voltage, so I am applying voltage division technique. See, again, this 12.5 is wrong. It is what you got, 27.5. So this value will also be wrong. This value will also be wrong.
So 9.167 final answers.
9.17.
Yes. 9.17 volt. 9.17 volt is your final answer.